Gus from the vegetable plot.
Hello, nice to be here.
How do you choose a topic for a song?
Well, sometimes I think about a vegetable and an idea comes. Most of the time those songs just kind of pop into my head and I try to see if I can do anything with the idea. And if something starts happening, like if you get a line in your head and you start playing the guitar and then it feels like the chord goes with the line and then the song kind of happens organically from there. So they come to me, I guess.
Can you describe your creative process? How do you come up with a new song?
I think I just did, actually. I mean, a lot of it is just spending time writing. So, you put aside time, like you can't just expect songs to come whenever you're ready. So you have to spend time with your instrument. Often you have days where you're playing chords and nothing's really exciting you. And then if you keep doing that for a while, if you do that every day for like 2 or 3 weeks, suddenly the ideas more ideas come to you and the ideas come sort of more fully formed. And I find that if I spend about 5 or 6 weeks trying to write songs every single day, by the 5th or 6th week, the songs come completely finished. So they pop into my head completely finished. So it's all about spending time with your process.
Nice. How do you handle the vulnerability of sharing your work?
I think it gets easier over time. I think it's very difficult when you're doing your first album, being willing to put it out in the world for people to kind of judge you. Because the first time you go in a studio and you listen back to your voice, it probably doesn't sound exactly like what you had in your head. And you have to sort of confront the fact that, hey, this is me. This is what I sound like. And a lot of people can't get past that and they never put their first album out. But if you can get past that and you put the album out and then you do the second album and the third album and you just keep going, you find that it gets easier and easier the more you do it. And actually, people really connect with your vulnerability. That's sort of what is interesting about you. Like when you're willing to be vulnerable, it brings other people to you because it's like you can speak for them as well, because we're all vulnerable and we all have fears and we all are worried about failure or being judged. So when someone's willing to go out there confidently or looking confident, it connects with other people.
What do you hope listeners take away from your music?
Look, I'll confess, I kind of hope that the songs get stuck in their heads and they can't get them out and they just have to listen to them over and over again, which is sort of what happens. So I'm sorry for that. I love seeing smiling faces, especially with the vegetable plot. I write lots of different types of songs, but with the vegetable plot, I love seeing people smile and I love to think about how a song will enter someone's imagination and also how it can become part of daily life. So yeah, those things really inspire me.
What question do you wish people would ask you?
I'm loving this, Sayeth. It's just really nice to be asked about songwriting because a lot of people don't really understand that songwriting is a process that happens before we go on stage. Like a lot of people just look and think it's a person singing and they're playing an instrument, but they're not necessarily aware that this is a song that someone has written. So I love to talk about the process because it's really my favorite thing in the world to do, especially, as I said, when you're 4 or 5 weeks into the process and the songs are coming and you feel like you're connecting with like magic powers. It really is the most wonderful thing to do.
What musically do you have coming up?
Well, we've got the Vegetable Plot animated series is coming up on YouTube. So you guys have already seen, you were at the premiere of that. You've seen all the episodes, but at the moment, there's 2 episodes out, and there's another 4 episodes coming out every Wednesday, fortnightly. So that's very exciting. And then I've got a lot of new songs that I've written, and I'm not sure yet whether they'll be part of an album or whether they'll be animated episodes. So I'm interested to see kind of where the Vegetable Plot takes me, because it's taken me to all these amazing places. So we'll see. But for now, find us on YouTube. That's the place.
Is that one? Thank you so much, Luke.
Thank you, Sayeth. Peace.
Thank you.